Hey fam, it's Jazz.
And I'm Jaden.
And we're coming to you live
With the vibe.
Come join the tribe.
What tribe?
J Tribe.
Hey, what's good, family?
What's good, family? Today we are back with another spicy topic.
That's right.
That's right. But before we get into tonight's topic, let's go ahead on and give our disclaimer, baby.
If you are a part of the He-Man Woman Hater Club,
or the I Don't Need a Man Clan,
get your lame ass out of here.
Disrespectfully.
Please, do us all a favor.
Man, that's a fact. Also, if you hate accountability, this is just not going to be your show.
Yes, and if you are under 18, or if you're over 18 and you're still a child, you don't belong here.
Yes, please, no children. This is an adult show. That means adult children and real children.
Now that everybody's in the right place.
Yes, yes. If you like having a good time, you like to hear a perspective from a married couple, like to get your laugh on, then you're in the right spot.
Right, right. So with everybody where they're supposed to be, let's get started.
Yes, yes. Let's go ahead on and we're going to dig off into tonight's topic. So would you mind showing that super cool, awesome thumbnail?
Yeah, let's check it out, family.
Designed by yours truly.
Yeah, you did a fantastic job.
Ray J and Princess, Toxic Love. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. I'm sure some of you guys have, but Ray J and Princess have been back and forth. I mean, ever since the Love and Hip Hop days, okay? Well, recently, they got into some more drama, and so we are definitely going to have to dig into that, give our perspective on that, and also let us know your guys' perspective as well. You know we love hearing from you guys.
Absolutely, fam. With that said, shall we get into it?
Yes, we're going to go ahead on and get off into the first article.
All right, family. So on screen, this is from abcnews.com, which I believe is a legit source. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that.
Yes, I would too. How about you, family? Would you agree with that? Or is this fly by night? Ray J arrested after report of domestic dispute allegedly filmed on live stream.
Wow.
I thought they called the police for that hat.
Man, I know that. What is that?
I find that hat even more offensive than what's been alleged.
Man.
I'm just playing, family. I'm just playing. This was like a devil hat or something?
It kind of looks like it, right? Y'all let us know. What type of hat is that? That look like a devil hat, but...
I don't know. All right, some crazy mess, right?
For real, it do.
Now, family, we're sarcastic. We like to tell jokes. So if you have a sense of humor, you're also in the right place.
For sure.
Just by the way, the devil, with being a red guy in a jumpsuit with a pitchfork with horns, that's fake, family.
Yeah.
That's fake. Ray J has been arrested following an alleged domestic dispute that was reportedly live streamed. The singer, songwriter, and actor, 44, whose real name is Willie Norwood and is the younger brother of multi-platinum recording artist Brandy, was arrested Thursday morning by Los Angeles police after the agency received a call reporting a domestic dispute. Police told ABC News that a 911 caller reported a possible custody dispute and said Ray J was possibly armed. Whoa. He was booked at LAPD's Van Nuys station. His bail was listed for $50,000. Good Morning America has reached out to attorneys and a representative listed for Ray J for comments. Reports from celebrity outlets, including TMZ, said that the 44-year-old singer was live streaming on Instagram after having the worst Thanksgiving in the F world. I wonder what that stands for. I wonder what
I wonder what that... Fabulous.
Fabulous world. Okay.
Yeah.
According to reports about the live stream, Ray J allegedly grabbed a handgun from the table and argued with Princess Love Norwood over the custody of their children. And there's a photo, family, of Ray J and Princess Love together.
What you think about Ray J's shirt?
It's pretty interesting. I think he should wear it with the hat.
I
He should wear
agree.
it with the hat.
I agree.
Ray J is known for his hit songs, Wait a Minute, featuring Lil' Kim, his 2005 single, One Wish, and his 2008 song, Sexy Can I. According to People, Ray J and Princess Love married in August 2016, and since then have filed for divorce 4 times.
Wow.
A docket from a Los Angeles courthouse states that a petition for a divorce for the couple was filed in February 2024. The divorce appears to be ongoing. Ray J and Princess Love, who also starred in Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, together from 2014 to 2019, share 2 children together, Melody Love Norwood, 7, and Epic Ray Norwood, 5. And that concludes this article from ABC News.
Wow, family. I don't know. It's crazy to hear about this stuff, you know. I mean, Ray J, I don't know if you guys used to watch Moesha, but that was the first time when I was introduced to Ray J, and he was Brandy's little brother, right? And on the show, he played a part in there, and I really enjoyed the show. And it's just crazy, you fast forward, obviously Ray J's a talented musical, he's a talented singer as well. And it's just crazy, you fast forward, and now, and then he's doing Love and Hip Hop, and now he's doing these streams and getting arrested for domestic disputes. It's a crazy evolution, I will say.
Yeah, this is not what you want to put yourself into, family. You do not want to be in a situation like this. This is unfortunate for Ray J, for Princess Love, and for his children, and for those around him who were at that scene, which we're going to get to, family. We're going to get to
the video.
What happened. If you're not familiar, we're going to go ahead and bring it out. Should we do that right now?
Yeah, let's go ahead on, and we're going to get off into that, fam.
All right, family. So this right here. See how we're doing on volume. Let's turn it all the way up.
They making threats to me. Anyway, bro. I swear to God.
All right, so I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but that appears to be a gun that Ray J is loading up on his live stream. Can you play that back real fast?
Yes, I wish I could blow this up a little bit bigger.
I know.
Do you see an option where I can do so? I don't think so, family.
Is there a way that we can press the zoom on the
Oh, from here? That's a good idea.
Let's see. Not there, but yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Great idea. Right on, babe. That's a great idea. All right, that's the solution.
Yeah.
Going forward. All right. Right
awesome,
on, family.
Awesome. Yeah, that way, we can see it better.
They making threats to me. Anyway, bro.
Oh, look at that. That looks like a gun.
It does.
They making threats to me.
What you think, family?
What y'all think?
Does that look like a gun?
It is a little blurry, but
Anyway, bro.
You hear that sound? It was like
click.
yep.
That looked kind of like a gun to me.
I swear to God, I'm in my own house. And if these that foot close to this door, boy, I'm gonna blow this away, bro.
If they get close to the door, he's gonna blow the door away.
He said he's been getting threats. So he started off with a video about threats.
They keep making threats to me.
Bro, leave me and my kids alone. That's it.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh.
Water gun?
Could be.
Super soaker?
Could be. BB gun?
Pellet gun.
Pellet gun. Yeah. That's one of them dollar store guns, huh?
You know? Could be. I doubt it.
I do too.
Dead homies, bro. What's up? What you trying to do? Take my kids? Okay. Take your kids. Watch how they cry.
You know, you can see like behind his back. He like holding it behind his back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little blurry, family. Let's see if we can get it. He got the gun behind his back.
Yeah.
Can't really tell though.
Yeah, it's a little blurry.
But you can tell he's hiding something.
Uh-huh.
He's like hiding something. You can't
Behind
see
his back.
it.
Yeah.
It's inconclusive, as they say in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
After a challenge replay.
Take my kids, but y'all drunk. Y'all want to drive drunk? Y'all want to drive drunk? Drive drunk. Drive drunk, princess.
Right, just
Drive drunk.
Just point the gun.
Drive drunk.
Just point the gun.
Drive drunk, princess. Go ahead. You want to take my kids? You and your drunk cousin? Because y'all drunk as y'all alcoholics? Take my kids then. Go ahead. Who's going to drive? Tony, he's been drinking
I'm
too.
not driving.
Who's been driving? Everybody? I didn't point nothing at y'all.
You pointed a gun at us.
I didn't point nothing at
You
y'all.
pointed a gun at us.
Yeah, whatever.
You pointed a gun at us.
Wake my daughter
You
up.
pointed a gun at us.
Why did you just wake my daughter up? Why did you just wake my daughter up?
All I wanted to do was have a good thing.
Why did you wake my daughter up?
Right?
Because you selfish.
You're
You're drunk.
You're a woman abuser.
You're
You're
drunk.
delusional.
I'm a woman. That's
Yes,
what drunk
you
people
are.
say. Like, you taking my daughter? Alright,
Seriously,
cool.
you need to.
You're not taking my son.
Right.
Like, I know you're not taking my son. Hey, don't. Hold on, bro. I swear to God, I'll shoot the fuck out of you. Shoot me right now. Shoot me right now.
Whoa. Now, mind you, Ray J is the one that's recording this whole time. This is his live stream, okay? And as we heard, he said, I will shoot you right now.
Yep. Sorry, family. I apologize for that. Let me blow out a little bit because I want to be able to like rewind it. Okay, here we go.
Who's been driving? Everybody? I didn't point nothing at
You
y'all.
pointed a gun at us.
I didn't point nothing at
You
y'all.
pointed a gun at us.
Yeah, whatever.
You pointed a gun at us.
Wake my daughter
You
up.
pointed a gun at us.
Why did you just wake my daughter up?
Gun at us.
Why did you just wake my daughter
All
up?
I wanted to do was have a good thing.
Why did you wake my daughter up?
Right?
Because you selfish.
You're delusional.
You're drunk.
You're a woman abuser.
You're
You're
drunk.
delusional.
I'm a woman. That's
Yes,
what drunk
you
people
are.
say. Like, you taking my daughter? Alright,
Seriously,
cool.
you need to.
You're not taking my son.
Right.
Like, I know you're not taking my son. Hey, don't.
Okay, so then, like, family member comes in right here, as you can see.
I know you're not taking my son. Hey, don't. Hold on, bro. I swear to God, I'll shoot the fuck out of your son.
Right.
Like, I know.
Is she like calling him over?
I'm
It
not
kinda
sure if she called him over or if he heard the yelling, and so maybe he's trying to, this is allegedly, I think this is Princess's cousin, male cousin,
Yeah.
and it seemed like, I don't know, somehow, some way he came in the room, whether he was called or whether he just heard the commotion and he was like, let me step in.
It kind of seems like he heard the commotion.
Yeah, it kind of seemed that way.
It kind of seemed like it.
And then
Because Princess is speaking to Ray J. Yeah.
And then he's making a threat. Ray J, I believe, was making that threat to the cousin.
Where?
The
Let's
male
see.
cousin, when he said, I'll shoot you right now.
Let's see. What was that? I think he made the threat after he came in.
Yeah,
I don't think he made it before. Let's see.
I'm a That's
Yes,
what
you
y'all
are.
say. Like you taking my daughter? Alright,
Seriously, you hear that?
You're not taking my son.
Ray,
Like,
get up.
take my son. Hey, don't hold on, bro. I'll shoot the fuck out of you.
Okay, so a relative we infer is coming into the room, and as he comes in the room, Ray J says, "I'll shoot the F out of you."
Yeah. So we're not sure who he was specifically speaking to, because also in that video you hear Princess said, "I'm calling the police." So around that time when the cousin came in and she said she was calling the police, we hear Ray J say, "I'll shoot the F out of you." So whew.
Shoot me right now. Shoot me right now.
He said, "Shoot me right now," and he said, "I sweat it."
Yep.
Take my son. Hey, don't hold on, bro.
He said, yo, son, something like that, right? Yo, son.
Ray,
Like,
get up.
take my son. Hey, don't hold on, bro. I'll shoot the fuck out of you.
I don't know if he said yo, son, but he said something like,
Yeah, like
he's
bro
coming
or
toward him.
something,
He's coming toward Ray J.
Mm-hmm. And I think I heard him say, "Don't touch her," or something like that.
Did he say, "Don't touch"? Listen.
Take my son. Hey, don't hold on, bro. I'll shoot the fuck out of you. Shoot me right now. Shoot me right now. Shoot me right now. Take my son. No. You in my house. Hey. Bro. Stop. I kill you, bro. Stop. I know you will. But stop. I'm trying to help you. All right, we good? Yeah, listen, you're probably gonna pull up right now. All right, chill. All right, cool. Literally. Back up.
So they look like they came to some kind of a resolution toward the end.
Yeah, when the police was called.
Well, it seemed like it toward the end of the video.
Cause play it back just a little bit more.
Well, because
He's like, because the cousin's like, "I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you out," and it sounded like the police was about to arrive. So let's play it.
Bro, I'll shoot the fuck out of you. Shoot me right now. Shoot me right now. Shoot me right now. Take my son. No. You in my house. Hey. Bro, I kill you, bro. Stop. I know you will. But stop. I'm trying to help you. All right, we good? Yeah, you're probably gonna pull up right now. All right,
Something about about to pull up.
All right, we good? Yeah, you're probably gonna pull up right now. All right.
I don't know who was about to pull up.
Yeah, something was about to pull up. I don't know who. Do you know, fam?
I know.
Help me out. Help me, please.
Help us.
Please. Well, I'm trying to see what's going on here, respectfully.
All right, we good? Yeah, you're probably gonna pull up right now. All right, chill. All right, cool. Literally.
Maybe I'm inferring the police is going to pull up.
That's kind of what I'm inferring.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, just chill. Like, yeah, family, it's kind of hard to say, but all I know is, man, that's terrible. The kids was around. This was on Thanksgiving, and the kids was asleep.
Well, they wasn't asleep when this happened.
No, man, no, they had to hear all that dysfunction from their mom and their dad. And, it's a shame, it's truly, truly a shame. And as we read in the ABC article, Ray J, he got arrested, right? He did end up getting arrested. We don't know exactly when the police came, but I'm assuming that the police, hey, I guess there was enough going on to where they were like, okay, you're under arrest, and he was set on the $50,000 bond. And family, make sure that you stay away from drugs. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that Ray J was on no drugs, but he might have been on something, because I didn't watch the whole live stream, so I couldn't tell you what the buildup was for this explosion and for him, pulling the gun out. Now, he said there was some threats being made, but
Yeah.
we don't know who was making these threats. What were these threats? I mean, we heard him making threats. I didn't hear anybody else. I personally didn't hear anybody else making any threats.
And he did say it's his house.
It is his house. It was his house. He did I don't know if he was talking to the cousin, but he was saying, get out, get out of his house. But still, even if it's your house, it doesn't give you the right to pull a gun on a family member. That's your children's, cousin, older cousin. So, and it seemed like they was all there together in agreement for Thanksgiving, but somehow, somewhere in there, it went to the left. So, yeah, it's family. It's crazy, and it's sad to see, honestly. Let's go ahead on and hear from Princess.
I just want to say, I've been doing a really great job at protecting my peace and staying off of social media and just going to work, taking care of my kids, minding my business. I love my kids, and I would never do anything to put them in danger, including leaving them with a man who's waving a gun around. I would never do anything to put my kids' lives in danger. I'm the best mother, and I do it alone. I take my kids to school alone. I go to parent-teacher conferences alone. I put them to bed alone, while you're out here running around the world terrorizing women and abusing women. What I'm not about to do is let you deflect and not take accountability for your actions, for pulling a gun out on me and my cousin's husband because I was trying to take my kids and leave your house. I agreed to come over there and cook for Thanksgiving because I wanted you to be around your kids with me present, because the last time I left them with you, they found you naked in a bed with a woman. And when I tried to ask you about it, you told me to myself and that I don't run shit over there. So take accountability, right? Do better. Check yourself into rehab, because you're more than drunk. You're not about to sit here and try and make me look crazy when I am the best mother. Since the day my kids were born, I have been the best mother, and I'll take that because I am. Everything I do for my kids, including being around you when I don't want to or have to. It's crazy. I'm going to continue to pray for you and pray that you get the help that you need. Because waving a gun around and leaving guns everywhere around your house is not okay. I did nothing to you to deserve that. My cousin's husband didn't do anything to deserve that. And never again.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, I agree with Princess, No, I don't know what led up to the confrontation. However, if you have your children in the home, any children in the home, you should not just be having guns laying around the house, whether that be on you or just around in the house. Your guns are supposed to be locked up. Do you know how many children end up finding a gun and accidentally shooting themselves? In the court of law, you could get your kids taken away from you for doing that. So why would you put your kids in that sort of a risk? Having guns around, flashing guns. So I definitely feel where Princess is coming from. I would not feel safe having my kids around in that sort of environment.
Well, I just have a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that makes me wonder. There's a lot of things that makes me wonder watching this video. Like, were guns really just laying around?
Well, we know it wasn't locked up.
Well, he pulled a gun. He pulled a gun out.
He did
He
pull
pulled
a gun out,
but
we didn't see no lockbox.
I didn't see any guns laying around per se. So you got what they say. I hate cliches, so forget the cliche thing. But you always hear different sides of the story, but somewhere in the middle is the truth. Something like that, family. This is very disturbing to hear. This is very disturbing, and this could have been a tragic situation. This is unfortunate. It's sad, and it's disgraceful. But nobody lost their life.
Thank goodness.
So we got to consider that it's a blessing that nobody was killed, nobody was murdered. However, I mean, I don't know for a fact, definitively to be true that guns were laying around. I think he was careless showing a gun, bringing out a gun,
pulling a gun out on somebody.
But I didn't see proof of that either. I didn't see him pull out a gun and aim it at anybody. We've heard that alleged from Princess, but he denied it.
Well, he did say he did say I'll kill you right now, and we did see a gun. We don't know if the gun magically disappeared and it went back into the lockbox when he was saying I would kill you during that conversation.
But who did he say it to?
He might have said it to the cousin. We don't know who he said it to because it was black at the time. The screen was black.
Yeah, it seemed like it's inconclusive. Absolutely. But just based on how the conversation was going, it seemed like it was aimed towards her cousin's husband.
Yeah, the cousin's husband.
It was aimed towards the cousin's husband because they were going back and forth. I'm definitely inferring that. But because, we are here in America, we are innocent till proven guilty. So I'm not going to pretend to be a judge. But if I'm going to pretend to be one right now, I would need evidence of that. I would have to see some evidence that he actually pointed a gun at somebody. It's only inferred based on what Princess had said
in the video we watched.
In the video, but he denied it.
But we saw a video with him with a gun.
Yes, having a gun on you doesn't mean you're aiming it at somebody, though.
But why would you have a gun on you?
Because he felt threatened, according to him. He felt threatened at the beginning of the video. If we start from the video,
do you think that's the best
in his house too? He felt threatened in his house, and if you are a gun owner, that comes a great responsibility.
100%.
Now we're getting into the gun law. We're getting into the amendment of what is it? The Second Amendment? Is it the Second Amendment? The right to bear arms. I mean, that's a huge responsibility. That's another rabbit hole. I don't really want to go down that rabbit hole of debating. Should citizens own guns or should they not own guns? There's arguments on both sides. There's truth on both sides. But if it is his house, and if he is a gun owner, and if he feels threatened, do you think that he has a right to carry his gun in his house?
I don't think he was threatened. I didn't see any evidence of a threat.
But just generally speaking, if somebody was
if someone was breaking
you, right? If somebody was to threaten you, family, and and this potential, the danger going to come to your house to the point where you feel like you would have to get the gun out of the lockbox because of these threats. Your life has been threatened, and you're a gun owner on top of that. You own this gun. Now, I don't know if Ray J is a gun owner. We didn't read anything about gun charges. There were no gun charges that were pressed upon him. When we read the article from ABC News, there was no gun charges being pressed. And if he was not a gun owner, I would give the assumption, I'm assuming right now, when you make an ass, make an ass out of you and me, when you assume. But I would infer that if he was not a gun owner, they would have wrote that in the article. they would have let us know that he carried a gun that hasn't been registered or hasn't been licensed. And we've seen celebrities get gun charges because they have a gun but they don't own the gun.
Yeah.
So we've seen that throughout, celebrities being charged for that. So it's possible he owns the gun. It's possible he owns it because he wasn't charged for owning a gun or for holding a gun. He was charged for the 911 call. And he made bail. He paid bail. So, I mean, got out as soon as he got it. But, there's a whole other thing is, can they actually prove it? So I'm leaning towards, you're innocent until proven guilty. That's just my take on it.
Yeah. So here's what I'll say. Obviously we weren't there, so we don't know, right? We don't know, for one, if he put the gun up when the police got there. Likely he did. Why would you keep the gun out when the police is there? Also, too, we know in our community, we're naturally more than likely not going to be like, oh yeah, he has this gun. A lot of people are not going to do that to their family, to their baby daddy, whatever the case may be, even if you get into a confrontation. So I doubt that Princess was like, you know what, he has a gun. You guys should go check that out. Maybe not, right? And like my husband said, maybe it's a registered gun, right? Maybe the gun was registered to him. But my thing is I didn't see any evidence of a threat. From what I saw, okay, Princess went to go take her child. Princess wasn't trying to fight him. The woman cousin was not trying to fight him. The husband of the woman cousin, Ray J, was making threats to him, and you know what he said? Ray J said, "I will kill you." You know what the cousin said? He said, "I know."
He also said, "Go right ahead," or something like that.
Go right ahead.
He also said, "Go right ahead."
Yeah. So,
but then they talked it out at the end.
They talked it out again, mind you. The cousin,
somebody was going to pull up. We don't know who that was. It sounded like the police, but that's an inference. It sounded like somebody else.
Yeah,
who knows?
Somebody's gonna pull up. We don't know who, right? But it calmed Ray J down.
Maybe the nosy neighbors were gonna pull up. Maybe they're the ones who called the police on them.
Yeah,
the nosy neighbors.
You never know, right? But from what I heard, no one sounded like they was being hostile towards Ray J. Ray J sounded like the hostile one. I don't see the threat. Like the cousin didn't even come in, or the cousin's husband didn't come in like he didn't sound like a threat to me. So
he sounded like a little bit. It was a little bit of a threat, a little bit, because he walked towards him. There was a degree of aggression when her cousin's husband walked toward him. I think when you want to walk towards somebody, especially when they're holding a gun, I think you probably want to take caution on how you approach them. And he approached him to a degree of aggression to the point where Ray J responded, "I will kill you. I will shoot you." And his words, I'm botching what he said, but that's basically what he said. "I'm going to shoot you, bro," or whatever. You know. So I think the cousin's husband should have did a. You gotta be careful. He's holding a gun, and it appears he put the clip in the gun in the video. That's what it appears. That's what it sounds like. But I think approaching somebody that has a gun, I think you might want to take a little bit more caution.
Yeah, I mean, we know that,
especially if he's high or if he's drunk or if he's already agitated. I think you don't want to just press towards somebody who has a gun that's not in their right mind.
That's true.
With any kind of aggression.
That's true.
Because out of reaction, he might.
Yeah, he might shoot him.
And verbally, he gave him a warning.
Yeah, 100%. Now, I don't know the law as to making a threat to somebody to kill somebody. I don't know how all that works, to be honest with you. We live in California. We don't live in Texas. Ray J lives in California, not in Texas. So I don't know if this is you on my property, I can shoot you. I'm not sure. That would be a little bit of research we would have to do to see if that's legal to do. Or can you legally threaten to kill somebody just because you feel threatened? I don't know. Maybe you can. I'm not sure. I know that our gun laws are not the same though as Texas or Florida. I know that's a fact. So I'm not sure. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. But what I will say is I don't give Ray J no passes. I don't give Ray J no passes. I'm not uh, sympathizing with Ray J. First and foremost, if you feel threatened in your home, you could call the police too. If allegedly you're so threatened, mind you, let's be real. Do y'all think Ray J was in that house by himself with no security, no nothing? I don't think so. Ray J probably had people with him. So you telling me you couldn't figure out how to de-escalate that situation with your children in the house? You had to go and yell, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you on live, recording it the whole time for clout. For clout, let's just be honest. You know, Ray J, I don't know. It kind of seems like he's on some substance for sure. And I'm not completely saying that, something didn't go down, because maybe it did, right? However, on his part, him being a father with his children in the house, with your child's mother in the house, you telling me that if something would have happened, you had that gun and the children's mom would have got killed? That the kids wouldn't have been feeling no type of way about that? Growing up resenting you? So I think as that being you being the man of that house with your children in that house, you need to be more responsible. You can't just, oh well, I feel threatened. You feel threatened, and mind you, I didn't see the aggression. I didn't see it in. Maybe there was some aggression there, but it definitely wasn't to the extent where I feel like Ray J is sitting there shaking in his boots type situation. And if you feel some type of way, tell them to leave about your house. He did say leave. He did say leave. However, did he say leave before? And maybe that's the reason why Princess was taking the kids. Maybe Princess was like, okay, you want us to leave? But then he acted like he didn't want them to leave because they was drinking and driving. So I'm just like, well, which one is it? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Obviously, we weren't there, but I do put a lot of the responsibility on Ray J because he's a grown man. That's his house. Those are his children. And you're pulling a gun out with your children and your children's mother in the house.
Yeah, I think it's for a lot of us, we don't like to call the police. We get insulted for calling the police. Oh, let's keep it in the street. Don't go to the police. Family, I believe we should call the police. When you feel threatened, call them. And that was a great point you made there. If you feel that threatened, at least call them. Now, depending on how quick they're going to get to your place, that's another story. I mean, Ray J has money, so I think they're going to get to him pretty quick. They're going to get to him pretty quick. They're going to get to him quicker than they would get to us. It just depends on how much clout you have, how popular you are, how much money you got. Oh, yeah. So what area code you live in. So depending on your area code, the police, they're going to show up. They probably got police that will go through the neighborhood.
I'm sure.
So I don't know what type of neighborhood he lives in. I don't know if he has like one of those neighborhoods that got nosy neighbors and stuff. I don't know. Is it like an all Caucasian neighborhood that's just like, hey, he get looks when he's in the neighborhood? I don't know. I'm just more questions. I mean, we can Google that, but I'm just saying that that would have been the wise move to do.
For sure.
Feeling threatened. Now, was that the most masculine thing? Does it feel like it's the most masculine thing, for our community to do? It may not feel that way, but that feeling is actually deception because you're actually doing the responsible thing. You're letting the law enforcement know that you feel threatened. So they're already like aware of the situation. And you as a gun owner, you still have the right to protect yourself and your household, 100%. Even if they don't get there on time. Yeah. You can still handle business to protect your house if need to. You don't got to wait for them to do it. Yeah. Let me repeat that again. You don't have to wait for the police to handle business. However, the right thing to do, the wise thing to do would be to let them know. And it may not feel like it's the coolest thing to do. You might feel like, oh, you're a sucker for going to the police, but it's the wisest thing to do.
Yeah.
And we even have scriptures that also support that. You know, you read about that in Romans 13. You also read that through other scriptures throughout the Bible that say, we are under the rules and the laws of our land. So let's follow them. So as citizens in America, let's follow the laws of the land. And right there, that would have eliminated a lot of the drama if he would himself would have went to the police. Matter of fact, if he would have went to the police while he was live streaming.
Yep.
With his gun.
With his gun.
He might not have looked as cool, right? If he would have called the police.
Yeah, maybe.
Honestly, it would have made him look. Well, now he might have like a credible case now if he would have called the police, and he doesn't have his gun out, but he can mention, I'm a gun owner. I'm a licensed gun owner.
Yeah.
And I'll have to handle business if I have
to. That's right.
See, like in a way, he could have like
handled that differently.
The whole nother,
Yeah.
But maybe he was really threatened to the point where he felt like he had to react right away. I'm not really buying that. Or he wanted to flex on camera. I could see that to a degree. I'm just guessing. Or he was high. He was intoxicated. Or a combination of being high and he wants to flex.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that you cannot be a gun owner.
No, we're not saying
I'm not saying that you can even shoot somebody while you're in your house. I'm not saying that either. If you're put in a situation like that, I hope we're not family, but those type of situations are rare.
Yeah.
They're not so simple. They don't happen all the time. Not like that.
Yeah.
They're rare occasions. So just by the nature of what happened, he was careless. There was some hyperbole though. I did hear some hyperbole. I don't think I don't know. I can't say definitively that he actually pointed a gun at somebody.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think he was waving it around.
Yeah.
He was having it on him. And that was scary enough to cause love to react that way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, like you said, I mean, ultimately we weren't there, so we're just speculating on what could have happened and what we saw from the video. But like my husband said, don't, if you do feel threatened, I would say yes. The first thing to do, if possible, unless you're really in a life or death situation where they about to kill you right then and there, then okay, you gotta do what you gotta do. So we're not sitting here saying like, hey, if someone's about to kill you, don't defend yourself. Yes, defend yourself. However, do I think that someone was about to kill Ray J? I don't. From what I saw, it didn't look like it. Right? It looked like you had enough time to call the police and try to de-escalate the situation. Now I could be wrong. Maybe the husband was trying to kill Ray J, or Princess, or somebody else was trying to kill Ray J. I'm not sure. Just from what I saw, though, I couldn't tell that. But again, if you do get into disputes, family members or otherwise in your home, you do have the right to kick them out. You do have the right to call the police. There's nothing wrong with calling the police. As a matter of fact, you're better off trying to call the police than trying to handle the situation yourself. If possible, right? If possible, like we said, hey, if it's a life or death situation, of course you got to protect yourself, right? But if there's any way to de-escalate the situation, that's best bet, right? Because you're talking about people who are a part of your family. Whether or not if you're with your children's mother, that's still a part of your children's family. So technically it's a part of your family. So if there's a way to de-escalate a situation with family, you should definitely do so, right? You should at least try to do so best way you can and not be like, what, first things first, I'm gonna pull out my gun. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what I gotta say about that. And like you were kind of like you were talking about too, the whole, he's on a live stream, and Was there drugs involved? It seemed like something was involved, whether they were drinking or dealing with other substances, but it seemed like something like that was going on. And what we know about Ray J is that in recent years, he gets this attention from doing these types of things, right? On social media, on the live stream. I mean, we know he had a career with Love and Hip Hop, and for someone like Ray J, the more drama, the more toxicity, the more attention that you're going to get, right? Because make no mistake about it, he knew he was recording that live stream while this was all going down. He knew that, for one, this was going to bring him more attention, bring him more views, and bring him more money. So that's something definitely to keep in mind. I definitely have some questions for you, babe.
All right.
All right. Is there ever a scenario where pulling a gun on your children's mother, especially in front of the kids, is acceptable?
Well, I don't think he pulled a gun on his child's mother.
Well, I'm not saying that he did, but I'm just saying
that's not. I didn't see any proof of that.
Yeah. But is it ever
I've seen
acceptable?
a strong reaction from her that may infer that he did, but we don't know that to be true. We don't know if the gun was like in his pocket or if he had it like in his holster or whatever. I mean, we know he walked out with it on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have it? Did he have it on safe? I mean, there's a lot of questions. To me, the scary thing is that he had a gun around around his children, around his family members. To me, that was the scary part, because yes, somebody could have lost their life, and I'm just happy that nobody didn't. That's a fortunate thing. But I think, yeah, he didn't pull. I'm not convinced that he actually pulled a gun on her.
Well, I'm not saying that he did. This is just a general question. Is there ever a scenario where pulling a gun on your children's mother, especially in front of kids, is acceptable? Just a general question.
Yeah, she pulled a gun on him first.
Mm-hmm.
You say, is there ever a scenario? So I'm like, okay, well, let me actually think about it. Hey, I'm objective. It's the new cuss word around here. I'm Mr. Objective. If she pulled a gun on him, well, yeah, it's self-defense.
Indeed.
Indeed. You said especially. We said especially. That doesn't mean like it has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be. Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you would have phrased it that way, then I'm like, okay, well, no, absolutely not. Just take the bullet. Don't even risk.
Just leave the situation.
Just leave the situation, because it's like, yeah, you're putting your seat at risk. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't have a problem changing my mind, family. These are like rare situations.
Yeah.
So, like, when would you ever want to be in a situation where
hopefully never
your child's mother's actually pulling a gun on you? Why is she doing it? What's causing her to do it?
Yeah.
I mean, is there something in her system? Is she crazy?
Okay.
And so, like, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like to ask questions. So I think there's an actual scenario for that. But I had to really think about it and stretch for that scenario. But yeah, especially with in front of kids, yeah, and I sound like, okay. So you mean to tell me you could pull a gun on your baby mama if they pull a gun on you first, but if your baby mama's with your kids, then you can't pull a gun on them. So I sound crazy even thinking about it, because this is a crazy question. It's a crazy question. This is one of those questions you don't even want to like actually think about playing this out, like this scenario, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like a lot of moving parts here.
Yeah.
Consider, but I'm not a fan of pulling a gun on nobody.
For sure.
But I mean, there's a lot of crazy baby mamas out there. I mean,
okay, you might have to put her in her place.
Just might have to, like,
You can't just like chin check her real quick.
Just spook her with a super soaker, something, BB gun or something.
Yeah. Just don't load it. Just be like, look, hey, watch out.
Something, right? It's kind of spook her real quick. Don't make any threats, but just kind of like,
just wave it around.
No, I don't know. I'm really thinking about winning a scenario, but no, it's super rare. Like, that's how far I have to stretch. I think it's something as ridiculous as that. But yeah, generally speaking, no. Generally speaking, hell no.
Yeah. No, I like your perspective, babe.
But he didn't pull a gun on her.
Allegedly.
Well, it's not proven.
No, it's not proven. It's not proven. We do not know if the gun was pointed in anyone's direction.
You think maybe he swung it, maybe? And like, She felt now.
Maybe he probably just like flashed it real quick. You know how you
Like
see
he
it in the
pointed
movies?
at it, like, and
in the movies you lift up the shirt.
he lifted
like,
up the shirt. You might have it like in his underwear. You know how like
yeah, you know, in the
Pull it
movies,
up,
you know,
yeah.
gotta let him know. Let him know.
Uh-uh.
Hey, listen, we don't know. We don't know the situation. You know,
That's not quite pointing a gun though.
No, it's not.
It's like flashing your gun, but
it's flashing your gun. So we don't know.
but you don't. But just for me, I just like to say you don't
Yeah.
want guns nowhere near children.
Yeah.
Not nowhere near adults, but especially children. You just don't even want to put them at risk.
Yeah. Especially when your child's mother is holding your child, and you got the gun there, a loaded gun there. I hope the safety was on. Anyway, we're just thankful that no one got hurt. That's for sure. I'm thankful that nobody got hurt because that could have went bad real quick.
Yeah.
Whew. But yeah, I actually agree with your scenario. If something crazy like that were to happen, where it was self-defense, and you ended up having to pull a gun on your child's mother due to self-defense, I would hope that there's other ways that you could work that situation out. But if something crazy like that did happen, hell, self-defense, you gotta do what you gotta do. But also like my husband said, if the children are with the mom, then your best bet is just to try to get out of that situation. However you can, just try to get out of that situation.
Because they'd be at a stalemate. Like she'll point the gun out, but then he'll point the gun out. So they'll both be like, okay, so what now? What now? Right?
Yeah.
And they both just put the gun down together, maybe.
Yeah, like, you know what? No, let's not do this.
Yeah, right?
Let's not do this with the kid. Like, somebody got to be...
It's like, I don't know. It's very stretched.
Man,
definitely
I know.
Stretched, but...
I know. It's like, does this ever happen?
You said, is there ever?
Is there ever?
Ever.
Ever.
And then you even... I'm looking at it. It looks like you capitalized
I capitalized the ever.
So, I mean, yeah, there's a situation. There's a scenario up there.
Yeah, family. Okay, I do have another question for you. Is pulling a gun during a domestic argument the point of no return for a relationship?
Well, what if you're police officers?
If you're police...
what if the couples are police officers?
And what, they're pulling the gun on each other?
Yeah. During a domestic argument. Does that change? Well, they came in the relationship knowing they got that in common. They like to point guns at people.
That's true.
No shots fired.
Well,
because for them it would be shots fired.
Man.
And it'd be our word versus theirs. So.
And we know how that goes.
Yeah. So no problem over here, officer. But I would say this is
I know.
So you say pulling a gun, like you mean pulling a gun, like pulling it out and pointing it at them, like I'm finna shoot you, or like pulling a gun, like flash it, like. And is it toward them, or is it just in general? So like I guess my question.
Well,
is
however
your
you
question, I answered it with other questions because it's like, I mean that's why they have laws and lawyers and judges to work all this stuff out, because these are like. These are law questions. These are criminal questions. Like, which I'm not a lawyer or a judge,
really.
So as you guys can tell.
I mean, listen, they are tricky questions, but you can kind of look at it however you would like to, right? Whether pulling the gun means you're pointing it at somebody, or whether pulling the gun means you're just showing the gun.
And this is what lawyers do, by the way. Is argue semantics all day, and that's what we're doing. That's really what is in court. It's not just. Okay, pulling a gun means you're pointing a gun. Now, they're actually two different nuances. But, yeah, pulling a gun and pointing it. I mean, if pulling a gun actually includes pointing it at your spouse, right? That's in the question? No.
It just is pulling a gun during a domestic argument the point of no return for a relationship?
I would say no. Because what if they're drunk and out of their mind? And you care about them, and you know they're not in their right state of mind, and they pull a gun on you.
So
what if there's like a family member? You say domestic.
Yeah.
Like, what if you had a family member that pointed a gun at you? Would you say that you'll no longer be their brother or their sister?
I mean,
that's a domestic. Would that fall in domestic?
yeah, it would.
So I guess it's like, I mean, and I say that I'm looking for a crazy scenario where, generally speaking, it's the point of no return. Generally speaking, like if your life is like on threat, if your life is threatened, because you said domestic, so
yeah, domestic.
So we're talking about like a relationship,
Yeah, whether that be
husband, wife,
boyfriend, girlfriend. You could even say family members, right?
See, and I would say, if I have to give an answer, no, it's not the point of no return.
Okay.
Because, I mean, hey, I'm sure some of us got some crazy family members now, right? You know, and they've done some crazy things. We've all done some crazy things. But maybe they were not in their right mind when they were thinking of doing it. Yeah. I think there's a degree of, grace you can give. You have to really look at it case by case, though. It's case by case. But generally speaking, it's the point of no return. Generally speaking, yes. But are there rare, like, occasions where even though they point a gun at you, are you willing to forgive them and move on and grow? I think there's a chance for that. There's a chance of grace for that. But you have to look at it case by case.
Yeah.
These are criminal questions you're giving. Yeah.
Hey, I think you're handling them very, very well. I like your answers. I do, because they're very objective, and I think that's important to have an objective viewpoint as well. Because like you said, it depends on the situation, which I do agree. But yeah, generally speaking, generally speaking, if someone is pulling a gun on you and making threats to kill you.
What about if they were thinking about committing suicide and you try to talk them out, but then they pull a gun on you for trying to help them? You know they're not in their right mind, right? Or, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of some scenarios where somebody, maybe they're really going through something really terrible. And you're trying to help them, but then they go crazy on you and they point the gun at you.
Because that does happen.
I'm just saying. So, like, I'm going to say, okay, well, since you're pointing a gun at me, I'm scarred for the rest of my life. I mean, if we want to be technical, if we love the Most High, we're ready to go anytime. Right?
Wrong. No.
No, I was like, right? Yeah, right? So they're pointing a gun.
No, please keep me here, Abba.
Yeah, I mean,
no, but
I mean, hey, it's a bad thing, but it's a good thing, right?
Just make sure you got your stuff in order.
Yeah. Make sure you say your prayers right then on there.
Okay.
Or you ready to go?
Okay, ask for forgiveness.
Because your life will flash all in front of you.
Man.
From the beginning to end.
Okay, you think you're ready until it's
until that crazy domestic partner or family member pull a gun on you. Yeah, that's some crazy situation. So I think it's extremely rare though. But I think there's a degree of, there could be grace. There can be grace.
Yeah. I think, like you said, if you're in one of those situations where you know your family member is not in the right state of mind, you can give them that grace. But if it's a scenario where they're making a threat towards you, they got their gun out, hey, that might be where you want to end that relationship, but it is case by case. It is case by case.
Yeah, because they're willing to pull a gun on you. That means they're willing to, if they beat it, they're willing to kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of like, dang, he was really willing to off me though.
Yes, that's a scary situation.
So that can change that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's going to change.
That's going to change the relationship. Yeah. Like, damn, you don't want to hang around that person too much. Keep your distance.
No, because you never. Yeah. Because they're liable to do I mean, if they're willing to point a gun at you, whether or not they're in the right state of mind or not, like, I'm not saying that you gotta completely cut them off. Like let's say.
What if somebody, right? What if a person? Okay, what if? Oh, let's say it's two brothers, right? Okay, let's say one of the brothers, he slept with the brother's girlfriend.
Oh, man.
Or he slept with the brother's wife. Ooh, we'll do that. We'll do the wife. Because then this actually is like a biblical question. Okay, you got a brother, right? You got...
Oh, man.
Okay. You got Malik and Tyrone, right?
Okay.
So Malik sleeps with Tyrone's
Why can't it be
wife.
Brandon and Brendan? No, I'm just kidding.
Let's go Ray J. Well, we'll use Ray J as an example.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, we're talking about our community, right? So
yeah.
I mean, we can use
No, that was cool. Tyrone and Malik.
we can use what's some Caucasian names?
I said Brandon and Brendan.
Brandon and Brendan, right? Because I get confused which one's which. Brandon and Brendan.
Let's just do Tyrone and Malik.
Okay.
I was joking.
Tyrone and Malik. Okay.
I was joking.
So Tyrone and Malik, right? So Tyrone or Pookie, right?
Pookie and Ray Ray.
Pookie and Ray. There we go. Pookie and Ray Ray. It sounds like Ray J. It sounds like Ray J. So we'll use that one. So we got Pookie and Ray Ray, right? So Pookie sleeps with Ray Ray's wife.
Oh man.
Now, Ray Ray gets angry, as well as he should, and points a gun at Pookie.
Mm-hmm.
So now,
does he catch him in the act or?
Well, I know, right? In the middle of it. Then he pulls the gun while it's happening, right? Damn!
This is terrible.
That's all we've been through. I looked after you.
Oh, man. I changed your diapers.
He's the older brother, too. Ray Ray's the older brother,
Ray Ray's
right?
the older brother. Dang. That's terrible.
Man, I know I'm actually thinking about that. So, like, is he justified for pointing a gun at his brother? Because technically, by the Bible, if we lived in them times, Pookie would get stoned.
Yeah, Pookie would be got.
So technically, Ray Ray would have to pick up instead of shooting him, he'd stone him. But
in modern times though, could he shoot him?
With that, like the principle, right?
Right,
yeah,
right.
the principle, right? Yeah. So, and would you rather get shot or stoned?
They're both pretty
I
bad.
think I'd rather get shot.
Yeah, cause
just off me now. Like,
yeah.
It's terrible. I can't even think about that.
I know.
But stone, like,
Man, I know.
that's pretty violent. Like,
and
that takes a lot of effort.
That's a slow death right there.
Man.
Stony, that's a slow death.
So yeah, now does that? Yeah, that's crazy. I'm probably getting away from the answer, the question.
I know we're taking
a gun on
taking
the
turn.
argument, the point of no return.
So does Ray Ray is Ray Ray justified in pulling the gun on Pookie?
If we lived in them times,
Definitely.
Principle, yes.
Yeah,
but now, in American laws, we brought up, we got to follow the laws of the land. No, he can't do it. But he is justified, to keep it under the table. He's justified.
Yeah, and I think Pookie would understand. Because, I mean, Pookie...
Because he slept with Ray Ray's wife. He slept with his brother's wife.
Exactly. So you understand why he pulled the gun. Because, come on now, you know better.
So I think that would be the end of both of I think their relationship would probably...
Yeah, that'd be a no return, for sure. I mean, that'd be tough one to mend right there. That'd be
or maybe Ray Ray knew that his wife kind of got around. And
so he was like, you know what, brother, it's all good.
Maybe after a long talk, right?
Like some years got to go by, right?
Yeah, and then they have a Wayans Brothers moment where, where they unite. They kiss and they unite.
Yeah, but I mean, is he going to bring the next wife around his brother, or you got to keep his distance?
You got to choose your spouse wisely. Because now you will have Pookie and Ray Ray fighting each other. Shout out to Pookie and Ray Ray. Shout out to Pookie and Ray. No diss. I'm mulatto, by the way. I can say this. Don't look at me. Stop looking at me like that.
Oh, man. Yeah, because Brandon and Brendan, they be doing the same type of stuff. But we going to focus on Pookie and Ray Ray right
Yeah,
now.
right. Because it hits closer to home.
It does. Y'all, don't find yourself in that scenario, please.
Oh, this is really sad. It's a sad situation.
Yeah.
But it just makes me ask more questions. But to say the least, I'm glad somebody did call the police.
Yeah.
Since Ray J would not call the police, I'm glad somebody did call the police and he was arrested. Yeah, he got out on bail, but hopefully he learns from this, and this is like a strong warning. This is a warning that he's going to learn from and not make the same mistake and not be careless with, being with possession of a weapon, of a gun.
Yeah. Whew, yeah, for sure. I have a question for you. This is not a question that's actually pre-written. Do you think that social media and, the day and age that we're in, especially with Ray J's career, part of his career is being in the public eye, is being, seen and getting exposure. Do you think that played a role in this incident? Do you think that had anything to do?
Oh, like his the way he's branded himself throughout the years?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because it's something kind of up his alley.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of something he would do, right? Like just based on like all the stuff that he's gotten himself into.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it goes with his branding,
Mm-hmm.
to do something that's just like, dude, why are you doing that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's like, obviously it hasn't been his music.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
he remade an old class. He that's how
One
bad
Wish.
it
I
is when you
know.
gotta read. That's bad. See, shout out to all the artists who've been around the block. But when you come back, do not remake an old classic. Please stop. Stop trying to like re-spark old magic.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and he came back and redid One Wish, and he had the King of R&B on the track.
Yeah. Jacquees.
Jacquees. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
But it's just not the same.
that's what he calls himself. I don't know if you agree with that. I mean, I don't even know if we agree with that. But I mean, it's not a lot of R&B singers to choose from.
Man, especially like in this younger generation, the new age, there's not a lot of R&B
Like
singers.
straight up R&B though, yeah, that's it's kind of like a niche thing now.
Man, sure.
But it's always bad when you got to remake old classics.
That's facts.
I mean, I didn't even like the original.
You didn't like? I
just wanted to say that. I didn't even like the original. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I like the original. I don't like it now. Well, do I like it now?
Man, I know, right? I don't know.
If he do one more thing like this, you got one more time.
You got one more chance,
Man,
Ray J.
I'm gonna have to cancel you, Ray J.
Man, for real.
I'm gonna have to cancel you because it's a lot of the same, like little BS
antics.
Yeah, it's antics, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it goes up it's with his branding. Yeah. And I think maybe it's been part of a motivation for him because he's kind of known for doing things like this. He kind of has that bad boy persona, and it's kept him relevant.
Yeah.
It's kept people talking about him. The music obviously hasn't done it, but the antics has. Maybe he might go back on loving hip hop. Maybe he might get back on a reality show because of this. Maybe they both might get hired as a result of this.
No, yeah, for sure.
So it's kind of crazy. We live in a time where it's like you can do little antics, but then it can actually lead to a come up.
Yeah.
Or an opportunity. So we see it's a little bit off topic, but it's on topic. What's her name? Safari's we talked about their relationship. Are they married now or are they divorced?
I think they got a divorce.
They got a divorce.
Erica
right?
Mena.
Erica, yeah. It's like she's known for all like the
her
negative
antics.
stuff, right? But she's like getting opportunities because of it.
True.
So maybe he might get opportunities because of this.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. But that kind of begs the question on it. Are you willing to sell your soul? Because in a way, that's selling your soul for views and clicks and money. You're willing to do anything for clout, like that song. You do anything for clout. And, I don't know. I can't say for sure if he just did this for clout, even though I did find it interesting. And he made sure that video camera was rolling.
I don't think she was in on it either. I don't think this was fake or staged.
Yeah, nah.
That would have been like incredibly, like Oscar award winning acting. Man. Just the nature of it.
Yeah, I hope not, especially with the kids there.
Because I wonder, like, when I come across little goofy events like this, I'll be wondering, like, is this real? Is this staged? Like, so it just seems like, man, they choreograph and plan out, like, all the drama, from celebrities that are trying to be relevant. And you notice this with celebrities that are trying to, be in the limelight. Stay
relevant.
It's been around the block for a while. So, but I don't think this is fake.
Yeah.
Is it possible? I mean, it's possible, but I mean, what we talk about? What 0.1, 99.9% chance this is real. But I mean, I've seen some stuff in my opinion has been faked, but I don't think this was fake.
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that this was a way to get attention? Do you guys think, hey, it's that blurred line, right? Because when your fame is basically starts to become all about like what new antic can you do, what new like how far can you go, when that starts becoming like the source of your fame, it's that blurred line. Like, is this real? Is this for clout? What is it? So it is interesting. Y'all let us know what you guys think. Was this real? Was this for clout? I'm curious what your guys'
Could
perspective.
be, but I mean, they can all be in on it. But man,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I
they're
don't
known for.
necessarily think so.
I don't think so.
I don't really think so.
They're on their what? They've been threatening the divorce for years, family.
Yeah, years. They're on their fourth filing.
And I'm not saying she's 100% innocent in this either. Now,
No, she's not.
I mean, she's obviously playing the victim here, and maybe 100% that's the truth here. But
we don't know. Yeah.
But I kind of lean towards I let the law of the land handle that, and I just believe in your innocent until proven guilty.
For sure.
As much as we want to be like, man, Ray J, you are guilty. You should be doing time behind bars right now, and blase. You still got to prove it, and that's what's kind of unfortunate because there's evil things that do happen, but because of the lack of evidence, people are not getting put behind bars, and justice is not being served. So that's unfortunate when you look at it like that. When you look at it from a real objective, there are a lot of people who are being killed. There's a lot of people who've been murdered, and they haven't got justice because of the lack of evidence.
Yeah.
So that objective viewpoint, man, it can have its pros and cons, but I just think that's probably the safest way we can go about the situation.
Yeah.
Now, if Ray J does not get another opportunity because of this stunt, maybe the NRA will hire him.
Maybe so. He could be the spokesperson.
Absolutely,
right?
in the commercial, right? They're going to need some diversity. It can really help their.
It could,
Yeah,
it really
their
could.
lobbying.
Yeah. Well, he actually.
That'd be crazy too if he was in an NRA commercial.
I know that would be. We gotta broaden our audience. Man, that'd be something right there.
Well, they're known for being proud of owning guns. They're proud gun owners, and we'll let you know about it.
Sure.
And they will pull a gun on you, and they will show you.
They sure are. No, in Texas.
No diss to the NRA, no diss to the NRA. But I'm just saying, there's some people that who are a part of the NRA who they're just too proud of owning a gun. Man, they're just too proud of it.
That's a fact. Listen, if you go to Texas, you might as well just have a gun on you because they are allowed to carry guns with them wherever they go. So
if he was in Texas, maybe this wouldn't even be a problem.
Yeah, because it's just normal. This is just like
for him to have it behind his back or have it in his drawers,
and just do a little standoffs, like
right. Yeah,
a little standoff,
Right, that's how they do it in Texas, right?
Another Tuesday. It's just another Tuesday.
Yeah.
Police probably don't even get called out. What you said? They pulled the gun. Oh yeah, this is just Texas.
Matter of fact, him and his baby mom could have had a standoff.
Exactly, with the kids.
Oh dang!
I know, it's terrible.
As you can tell, family, yes, we turn an extremely sensitive and serious situation and find a way to make it funny.
Man, I mean, you can always find something funny. I mean, it is what it is, but we are glad that no one got hurt in this situation.
Because if somebody did, then we would be
it would be a whole different scenario. Woo, y'all, listen, don't do anything for clout. I get it, nowadays you can get paid for just about anything. The more spectacle you make out of yourself, the more money you can make, but is it worth it, right? Especially with your kids being around, this could have major effects on your kids long term. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you woke them up out of their sleep. Kids don't know what the heck is going on. They just know mom and dad is fighting. They screaming, they yelling. Dad is saying he's gonna kill somebody. I mean, it's a very traumatic experience. So,
well, the kids were kind of quiet in the video.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what could they really say?
Maybe they're used. Maybe they're used to the arguing.
Yeah, I mean, when you hear your parents arguing, that's kind of like a scary time. It's like.
But maybe they argue so much they're kind of like used to.
They just know.
That's just how they speak.
Probably. I mean, they probably,
right? I didn't hear I heard Ray J. I heard Princess. I heard the cousin's husband, but I didn't really hear the kids.
Yeah, you didn't hear the kids.
No.
didn't hear kids, but that doesn't mean that they weren't traumatized.
Yeah, no, and it's not to say they were not crying and being vocal. It's not saying that. I'm just saying, and that the footage we saw.
Yeah, we didn't see.
Yeah, they were actually the ones who everybody else should have followed the example.
Man, for
Everybody
sure.
should have followed the
kids'
example.
Man, the kids were the ones acting like the adults in the situation. Man.
Well said.
And that's why we say no grown kids.
No grown kids.
Well, baby, any final thoughts?
Yes. Shout out to the NRA. Shout out to the Second Amendment. Totally off topic. Okay.
Right to bear arms.
Yeah, right to bear arms. Right. They always say that, right? Yeah, right to bear arms. Okay. Yeah, it's a responsibility. Okay, family. I'm gonna be serious for a moment. Yeah, this is a terrible situation, but we can learn a lot from this.
100%.
We can learn a lot from this. So what did I learn? I'm just gonna reflect on what I learned. To call the police.
Don't sleep with nobody's wife. Sorry.
Oh, don't sleep with nobody's wife. Yeah, right. Do not have a standoff between you and you. Yeah. Do not point guns at family members. Don't carry a gun around the house carelessly. Yeah, I know each state does things differently, but especially in California. It's not Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And we live in California. So, but what I learned from this family is call the police. It may not be the hood thing to do, or it may not be what the culture's doing, but you know what, family? It's the right thing to do. It's the wise thing to do. So we have to seek wisdom in all things that we do. And wisdom is a fancy word for skill. We have to be skillful. We have to be tactful. We have to think 3 plays ahead. 3 plays ahead, family. So we got to think ahead of the game. And, when situations like that happen, if you feel a threat, or if you feel like a possible threat can come, or you feel some type of danger, don't be afraid to call the police. Do not be embarrassed to call the police. And if you're hanging around people who make you feel embarrassed or ashamed to call the police, you need to kick them out your circle. You need to surround yourself with some solid people. People that love the Most High.
That's right.
And that love their neighbor and that love themselves. So if you got an inner circle that is living a life that's contrary to American law, if you're surrounding yourself around people that are living a life contrary to biblical principles, I'm not saying you can't love them, you can't spend some time with them. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you want to get them out of your inner circle, your close circle, because the 7 people that you hang out with is you. So check your circle, family. Check your inner circle, and surround yourself with people that fear the Most High and that follow the law. That way you're motivated to do the right thing. It's motivating to be around like-minded people. I'm motivated being around like-minded people. And we surround ourselves with older people, wise people, people that are smarter than us, people that have skills that we don't know about.
That's right.
So that's what we do, family, and we encourage you to do the same thing. And call the police.
Yes.
Whatever it is, call them. If you need to, if you feel threatened. It's a huge responsibility. Make sure you have it locked up if you decide to get one, and you take all safety precautions, and you don't put your family in jeopardy.
Yes.
And I'm just going to leave with that.
That's
I'll leave with actually some, something decent to say.
Yeah.
Because I've been kind of a smart ass the whole video.
Typical you. Mr. Objective.
Oh, Mr. Objective.
No, I want blood. No, I'm just No, I agree with you. Family, let's be careful. What the culture, the quote unquote culture, tells you is cool is more than likely not cool in real life. What the culture tells you is masculine is not real masculinity. What the culture tells you is what you should be doing anything for money. That's all leading you to paths of destruction. So we have to be careful because there's a lot of traps. There's a lot of traps out here set for our community to fall into. And we got to make sure that we're not setting ourselves up to be caught up in a trap. And Ray J, if he continues on, he might find himself in a trap. It's only so long that you can just go wild and think you could do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, because it's for the clout, because it's for the fame, because it's for the money. I mean, we saw Diddy. I mean, a lot of people on the under knew things was going on with him. Eventually, it caught up to him. So I really hope that Ray J looks back at this video and analyzes it and thinks about what he could have done better in this scenario so that his kids can be protected and not traumatized, so that he can de-escalate the situation. Ray J is a grown man. And to me, he still comes off like a little kid. So I just hope that he can do some reflecting. If he is abusing substances, I hope he does get the help he needs. He might need to take a little bit of time away from social media. I also heard, but I can't confirm it, but I haven't been able to confirm it yet. But I also heard that Twitch took down his ability to live stream with them. And so he's also, because of this, losing potential money that he could be making. So at some point, enough needs to be enough. And you need to be like, okay, what can I do that makes sense, that is still gonna be something I can live with myself with and get money? Because right now, this is gonna lead you to a path of destruction, right? If you're pulling guns out on people, if you're, doing drugs, doing anything, recording yourself doing any and everything, you're putting yourself in a bad position. And we know what happened with Ray J and Kim K and that whole situation as well. So I don't know. It just seems like he might need some guidance, some real guidance. And I hope he does get that. And I hope he does reflect on the situation and tries to do better. And family, let's not follow these celebrities' footsteps. A lot of things that they do is really detrimental. And it has consequences, right? And I know a lot of times we see the flashiness, we see the money, the fame, whatever, and we think, oh wow, well, if they can do it, they can act this sort of way and get money, then maybe that's what I should do. But I'm here to tell you, don't do it, right? Because again, eventually it's gonna catch up to you. So, I definitely hope and want the best for everyone in the situation. The children, Ray J and Princess, I hope that they can all reconcile. They probably need to do some sort of counseling or something to work out the situation. And yeah, I'm hoping and wishing the best for them.
Well said.
Thank you, baby.
Well said.
Thank you. Well, family, let us know your guys' thoughts on this one. We would love to hear from you guys.
And family, we have to say this because we mean it. We love you, fam.
Yes, family, we love you. And until next time, it's Jazz.
And I'm Jaden. Peace.